Hi, everyone. This is Amanda Udis-Kessler. I am the director of the Institutional Review Board at Colorado College. This is the committee that makes sure that all human subjects research is legally and ethically within appropriate bounds. And because the federal government sets the laws that regulate institutional review boards and research involving people, what I'm going to talk to you today is based on federal laws. So most peak inquiry projects do not require students, faculty, or staff to interact with the Colorado College IRB. Some projects, however, might. And so what I've done is I've created a document that provides IRB guidance based on a mid-June 2021 review of the peak inquiry project page. And so I'm going to talk to you about what sort of projects do and don't require interaction with the IRB, let you know the URL for the IRB home page at Colorado College, because that is where you will find any forms you might need to fill out. And I'll also a couple of times tell you how to contact me, because if you have any questions about any of this, the best thing you can do is send me an email. So again, my name is Amanda Udis-Kessler. My email address is audis@coloradocollege.edu. Again, you can always contact me with questions, or if you are not sure whether a peak inquiry project requires interaction with the IRB. So the IRB website homepage is https://www.coloradocollege.edu/other/IRB/. All forms and all information you need are on the homepage. So that's the only URL you should need. The following types of projects do not require any interaction with the IRB. Any project that does not collect personal information from living people. So such a project might include biological research, archival historical research, or legal research involving already published material. If you are not collecting information from a currently living person in some direct form, such as a survey, interview, or focus group, again, the odds are that you are not going to need to interact with the IRB at all. Another type of project that does not require any interaction with the IRB would be a creative production. This might be something like a film when it is not intended to contribute to generalizable knowledge. So an example here might be you are helping an organization with its publicity. So you're going to make a little documentary about them that they are going to use to advertise themselves. That would not require any interaction with the IRB. Another kind of project that would not require interaction with the IRB would be a program evaluation of an organization's projects. So you're working with some organization, they want to know how well their projects are going, so you carry out a survey, some interviews maybe. Certainly you collect information that looks as though it would fall into the human subjects research category. But the reason you're collecting it is to help this organization with institutional improvement. You're not actually contributing to general academic knowledge, general biomedical knowledge, nothing like that. You're simply providing internally useful information for this organization. That would not require any interaction with the IRB. And finally, energy audits or other non-academic practical projects where you are helping an organization or you're helping individuals accomplish tasks that are not research focused. So none of those require any interaction with the IRB. That means you do not even need to contact me to find out whether they need interaction with the IRB. They simply don't. Then there are a couple of kinds of projects that do require interacting with the IRB in order to go through what's considered or called an exemption process. Now, normally when we use the term exemption, what we normally mean by that is that you are exempt from having to deal with the IRB. And so I want to be careful to state that the term exemption in the IRB context does not mean that you don't need to interact with the IRB. It means that you can go through a shorter, simpler, faster process, which the federal government calls an exemption. So again, the term exemption here has a particular legal meaning. An IRB exemption is simpler than a full IRB application, but it does require submission of material and it does require interaction with the IRB. So if your project falls into one of the following two categories, you should contact me by email so I can make sure that you are filling out the correct exemption form and that you know what other obligations you have. First category, interviews, surveys, or focus groups of adults only, so no children, only adults, that collect information with the intent to contribute to potentially generalizable knowledge. This might include certain kinds of political research. So in a case like that, you would complete something called the Interaction Research Exemption Determination Form. Again, we call this type of exemption the Interaction Research Exemption. So there is a form to determine whether your project legally fits into this category. You would fill that form out and submit it to me by email. You would also send me a copy of your survey, your interview questions, or your focus group questions. And you would also need to create a consent document using a template that's on the website. Now, again, all of this is on the homepage, and I'm happy to guide you through it if your project falls into this category. So in those cases, you are interacting directly with a person collecting personal information, and that is called the Interaction Research Exemption. Another exemption, there are 8 of them in total, and CC uses up to 4 of them. The second one that might be relevant for you is called the Secondary Research Exemption. And this is a situation where you are carrying out a secondary data analysis of personal information collected previously and/or for a different purpose. So in this case, you might be working with maybe an opinion-centered database or something like that, where people have previously provided personal information or opinions or other kinds of knowledge, and you are working with it on a new project that is not the project for which those data were originally collected. In that case, you would need to complete the Secondary Research Exemption Determination Form. It is quite a simple form, and there are no additional materials required, and you would email me that form. Again, if you think your project might fall into this category or the Interaction Research Exemption category, please get in touch with me first so that I can verify that and make sure that you know exactly what to fill out and how to do so. If you are carrying out a project that involves collecting information that is specifically about educational experiences from children, so this is anyone under the age of 18, and it does include 17-year-olds. If the information you are collecting from children is specifically about educational experiences, you might be eligible for yet a third exemption process, which again is simpler than going through a full application. This is called the Educational Research Exemption. And in that case, you would complete the Educational Research Exemption Determination Form and submit that form to me. If I have questions or concerns or need anything else, I would let you know. The odds that you would be doing an Educational Research Exemption project are pretty low, but since I don't know what's going to come into peak inquiry in the future, I do want to make sure you're aware that it is possible that, that this might happen. Finally, if you are collecting any other sort of information from children, so again, this is not specifically about educational experiences, but about literally anything else, you will need to submit a full IRB application to me. This may involve a variety of additional materials. The IRB application form, toward the end of it, has a list of the types of additional attachments that you might need to supply. If you think you might be carrying out a project that would require a full application, we really should talk, at least by email, before you try to submit it, so that I understand what the potential issues are. I can provide you some guidance, and I can let you know specifically what other attachments you would need. Also, if you are carrying out other research not involving children, but that involves deception for some reason, or is more than very minimally harmful, you might need to complete the full application. So again, these are reasons for you to be in touch with me. If your project may require interaction with the IRB, or definitely requires interaction with the IRB, please contact me at your earliest convenience. I am very happy to help you work through the process, figure out which exemption form to use, or whether you need to complete a full application, answer any questions you have, talk about the timeline, all of those things. So I'm happy to help you with this. Again, my email address is AUDISKESSLER@coloradocollege.edu. And once again, if you wish to check out the IRB website for some reason before you contact me, it is at www.coloradocollege.edu/other/IRB/. I hope this little video has been helpful. I look forward to hearing from you. I think the Peak Inquiry project broadly is a wonderful opportunity and a great way for Colorado College to interact with larger communities. And so if our IRB can be in support of it, I am happy to help that. Thanks very much. Please get in touch if you need to, and have a lovely day.